All right, what's up, guys? I'm gonna let people come join us, but today I'm gonna be talking about how to trade. Well, another video on how to trade on Poloniex. I'm gonna talk about a few different things that I'm starting to do that's helping me, predict where it's going and things of that nature. So, uh, I guess I'll go ahead because people on YouTube don't feel like waiting. So if you're watching this in the future, make sure you like and subscribe and tell me if I was right or wrong on this chart that we're looking at. All right, so this is Ethereum Classic on Poloniex, and we can go back and look. I was actually on Poloniex when this happened, and I'm glad I didn't panic and react too fast and buy it like way up here or something. Because I was thinking it might open at the price of Ether, but I'm glad I didn't. So um I originally bought ETC Ethereum Classic at 101000. So around in here. And that was probably like right here because it dipped down and I almost sold. I'm glad I didn't. It dipped all the way down here. I wish I would have bought some right here. But then it ran, I stayed up all night. It ran up all the way up here and I didn't sell because I just didn't. I thought it was going to go higher because I thought it was going to go to the price of Ether. So I didn't know how fast it was going to do that. So I didn't sell. So the next day I went to sleep on it and it came down and it went up again. I sold around right here when it went up again because I seen it come outside. I need to get out of this and get something. So I sold right here and it went down and down. I wish I would have been buying. I didn't buy because this is when everybody was saying that it was a scam, so I didn't really trust it. But I wish I would have. So I didn't buy. And yesterday, I woke up and it was like right here. No, it was like right here. No, you know what? I woke up and it was right here. And then I said, "Oh, it dipped." So I bought it 0.03 because of the dip. So I probably bought like right here on this candle and wrote it up. Still didn't sell. I think I probably wasn't paying attention. I should have set me some sales, but I was in the holding mindset because I've seen this happen all the time. It goes up and it dips and then it turns around and it goes straight back up again. But it didn't do it. So I'm just holding right now. So I bought some at 0.3 and I bought some more at I didn't buy again. I started to buy it, but I didn't know how low it could go, so I didn't buy it. But I did buy some at 0.02 something, 25, no 28. And if it dips down, I put another buy in at 25 um, 0. So I'm way more confident to buy the dips now because of what's going on. So it dipped down, but it didn't really hit my order. So that's where I'm at right now with trading. All right, now going forward, these are the things that I'm doing. Um, the first thing I learned, and this is what I learned. Actually, it's actually gonna. Hopefully, we're gonna see. I'm gonna teach you guys about this right here. What's happening right here? But the order book. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat box, and I'll answer them towards the end. But all right. So the order book. This is something that I don't see too many people focusing on, and it's really a good clue as to where we're going. All right. So these numbers right here, you should start taking a look at and monitoring. Yesterday, this number had got down to, I don't remember how low it got, but it was way lower than this. It was like 1,000, maybe like 1,000 or 3,000. It was one of those. I can't remember how low. But and this number was above 303. So when you see this number, like let's watch it for a second. It'll go up, down, up, down, up, down. But when you see it increasing by the hundreds and thousands, you know that buyers, these are the buy orders. So you know that buyers are stepping in, they're buying it. And when people buy it, see it's kind of going up. When people buy it, that means that that's what makes the price go up, right? So when you see this number, I mean, you can't sit and watch it by the second because they won't really tell you anything by the second. But if you come look at this number and then come back 30 minutes later and it's down, that means that people are selling. They're closing, they're canceling their orders, and they're starting to sell because you'll start seeing this number creep up. Like right now, it's creeping up, and that's like a short-term indicator. That's not like long-term, like because you can see the candle is red, so people are selling it a little bit, but this number creeping up, that means that buyers are stepping in. Now, this is another thing. I'm gonna take this off. All right, now these are the actual orders, right? So, and there's a thing called, people call them walls, and those are basically where people are putting their orders at where they want to sell or buy. So right here at 2880, that's 125 Bitcoin. So it's going to take 125 worth of sales for 125 Bitcoin worth of sales for it to go below 880. And as you can see, people are staying away from that. That's people are seeing, like I'm seeing that pop up, and I'm buying it because I know that it's going to take a lot of money to get through that. But that could be a fake wall, and you got to watch it and keep an eye on it, because if you put a buy in and then you see that number disappear or go lower, they'll move it might be a whale, and they'll move that wall down to like right here. And so you might want to cancel that order, or sell, or however you want to do it. This is like short term. I don't really do this, but if you want to do that, it's something interesting. Oops. So we got a wall at 880, right? And let's see where it's people are selling that. We got 33. The bigger the number, the bigger the clue. So we don't really have no really big sell order. So that means that we're probably gonna see the price go up. So if you don't see anything really big, I mean, I see that 32 right there, but that's not as big as that 125. Whichever side has the bigger numbers, that's the side that's gonna win. Now, this is something I discovered. Let's check. Can you check? Yeah. So it's not really moving too much right now. This is something I discovered. You click throttle updates, click order grouping, and you put this on 4 decimals, right? So now we can see where the orders are, deeper. We can look deeper. So 28, 27, 26, 25, and look at these walls. You see 200, we got 100, 400, 200, 200, 200. Then we look over here, right here, 29. This wall is way bigger, so we're probably gonna push through that 29. See, because it's only 3 Bitcoin worth of it selling at 29, but at 3 we got a 300. We like even numbers, so with the even numbers you're gonna see like 5 and 0. Like see at 35 we got 500. We probably got 600. See, and down here see 28. That's a fairly decent number. But from what I see, short term, I can see us going to 9 easily, because I mean we've been doing it, right? So now that 9, that 29, that doesn't really mean sell orders are increasing. I think they're increasing the buys too. I think was it 4, 6, 4. Remember, it's hard. It's a lot of numbers to try and remember, but if you can keep all of it in your head, you can kind of gain an advantage. 529. I remember that was 275. So 65 and 28. Let's go back to the sport. Sometimes that switches. All right. So we got the 29. Now see that number right there is low, so it's gonna be. We need to put some walls up right here to build. We need to build a wall, to hold up that 29. But right now, see, see, watch it's gonna go down. See, look, that's a big wall. See, 2.8. Now, if they can build up a wall fast enough, you gotta. Now, the higher it goes, if it goes to like 292 or something like that, it'll give the market some time to put a wall there. But being that it's just 290, it's not really gonna. It's gonna take it's not gonna, build fast enough. 25, 282. We still got some sell orders. So that's the order book, and this is a market depth. This is another thing that I found interesting. This is something I learned about a couple months ago, and I actually recorded this. Like I screen shared and recorded this like live to see and fast forwarded it to see how like to really break it down how it works. And what I learned is these spikes right here. These are basically these big walls. So what do we say the walls were at 5? Then we got another one. Oh, here's a big one at 2. So about 2.2. And that just tells you how many orders are on the buy side and how many orders on the sell side. So I see more this is tilted to the buy side. So I know that there are more buyers. Now what will happen is the price goes up, this side will rise, and this side will deflate. And that'll tell you that the market is changing and people are going to start selling, right? What's up, Graham? All right, so that's pretty much that. Trade history, I don't really look at that too much. It doesn't really tell me much. It just tells me, I mean, if you see a bunch of sales, that might tell you something, but it doesn't, it's really, really, really short term. But what I've been looking at the most is this right here. See, that's dipping down to 6.5, 6.283. Now, the next thing I want to teach you guys about is bull flags, the bull flag pattern. And I wish I had like a drawing tool on this. Let's see. I'm trying to show you real quick. Yep, going down. The sell orders are increasing. Let's see. Let's see if they got an ETC chart. ETC, PTC. Yep, let's get it. I didn't even know this was available. All right, I might have just, I guess I'll close all this up. No, I said ETC. I was like, that chart don't look right. All right. Chart? Oh no. Okay, so I got the Bollinger Bands on here too. I might say something about that too. All right, so ascending triangle. I'm not too good at drawing these because I do it by eyeball. All right, there's one line. Oh, I'm trying to figure out kind of wrong, but you guys get the idea. All right, I can't draw them no thicker than that. Yeah. What the fuck? I need to get me a mouse for this laptop. I keep putting it off because I don't want to keep buying batteries. Okay. This is an ascending triangle. We got a resistance line right here, and then you got a support line going up right here. You know, it's getting higher lows, right? So whenever you see it run up like this is basically a continuation. It's telling us that when we see this right here, higher lows, like the low was low, and then the low was higher, then the low was higher. That means that there's accumulation, and the volume right here is getting lower. That means it's people are accumulating. They're buying on the dips, but they're taking it. They're buying it higher than because they know it's about to go up, basically. So if you know the value of something is going up, you're gonna get it for the best price you can, right? So what you do is you see it run up, and you don't buy right here. You wait to see it come down, like you wait for it. They call it pullback. You might buy right here. Then you see it come up here. Now, when you see it coming up this line and hitting that, and you see these right here, we know that it's going to take off. Now, what we want to look for that tells us that it's not about to take off, and we can look right here and see it's about to take off. Look, 293. It's basically see it's about to. We might catch this live, but if it closes above this line, it's gonna. We got 15 minutes. If it closes up right here, or probably here, it's gonna take off. And we see, and there's other things that's telling me, like Bollinger Bands. When you see, we can even do this on Poloniex. I'm just gonna give y'all all my stuff. Poloniex, Bollinger Band, 20 and 50, right? Whenever you see this right here, see how close the bands are together? That lets you know that there's going to be a big move. Usually, now this isn't every time, but usually when this pink line is below, you know it's going to break out down. When it's contracting and the pink line is above, look, and look what we got here. It contracted a little bit, it was below. Now, sometimes it might fake you out, but for the most part, we had it. Ooh, ooh. Now this could have got you. That could have tricked you because I think it went down. Yeah. But see, we're above and it's contracting. I mean, so everything is telling me buy this. Now, I'm not telling you to buy this, but it's telling me to buy it. I've already bought. Let's see if I got any questions. How much have you made on ETC? Not much because I'm about to make a lot though, because I think it's gonna run up. But I haven't made that much. I mean, I made maybe 25% of how much I invested. And that's because I wasn't really confident. I didn't know. I was uncertain. I didn't know if it was a scam. People were saying scam. People were saying this the new one. So I didn't, when I was buying it, I didn't really know, but I got a lot more confidence now. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Bollinger Bands. So yeah, this is telling me it's about to go up. What else? What else can I teach you about? Oh, fib levels. This is why I bought right here. Take off the Bollinger Bands. This now, Poloniex is good because they draw this for you, but I draw it on the trading view to show you. You see, the high. You're supposed to draw it from the low to the high, and when it goes down, dips down into the 32% level, you buy that shit because that's the accumulation area. That's where we know it's oversold right there. And it always does it. It did. Well, not always, but most of the time, look, it did again. Accumulation, boom. And then, but if it goes down, and that's why you always want to wait for it to close. Like this might have got you, but I mean, if you bought right there, you still got a chance. Cause look, it came right here. You got it. And I bet this is why this right here spiked back down because everybody that bought right here or bought right here because they was in that 32% area, they wanted to get their money back. So dip down here, almost hit the low, but it didn't. And yeah, so it's in there again, and it tests these levels like over and over. I don't know what it is about like levels and stuff, but the stuff stays true. Um, so if we see ETC dip like down to like 5, where I got my buy at, I got my buy around here, right here, this little area. If we see it dip down to right there, it might go down soon, right? So, and this is a 200 moving average right here, but it's not hasn't been enough days. But this is a good sign too, and kind of a good sign because it likes to come and test that. But I think this is gonna push this up and make this curl. But I'm getting too deep. Um, let's see. Is there any other tools? I can show you guys the. Let me see if I got any questions. Probably not. Did you believe the move to our court was the right? No, I don't. Now that I know exactly what's going on, um, I don't. I'm glad I know what, and I'm glad I sold my ether a long time ago. I'm glad I got out of that. And I think this is gonna do real good because this is basically a chance for everybody that missed out on the ether train to like get in the time machine and get back and go back and get in. And I think I have way more reasons for this to take off than I do for it to fail. Like if it dips down, I'm gonna buy it again. Like I got to order at 5. If it goes to 2, I'm gonna buy. If it goes to 1, I'm gonna. If it goes down here, I'll buy. But just think of it. Just think all those people. This right here, all this from here all the way down. This is cracking. This is cracking in Bitfinex. This is all these people selling those coins, getting the profit. And what you think it happens when all those people that sold their coins realize that they just sold all their ether? They basically just sold all their ether at at seriously discounted prices. They're gonna buy it back, and that's what's happening right now. They're buying it back because they regret it because they thought that they got tricked. They thought that, oh man, this is a scam. I'm sell this. Thanks for the free money. but really they just sold all that ether because the new ether is the ETH is the bullshit that nobody wants. It's not the ETC. ETC is what everybody wants. This is ether. This is ether what we're looking at. And once everybody gets that in their mind, it's gonna take off and it's about to. I don't want to say right now because I don't want to make anybody buy it. But if this breaks 3 or breaks this right here, this 308, it's off to the races. And I have so many clues like this. Look at the band is contracting. It might take a few. It might take like 2 more candles, 1 or 2 more candles, and it might come down. See this line right here? This what's it moving after? This is a 20. Yeah, this moving average. It might come down and tap that, but this moving average is going to come up into that triangle. And if it taps that, it's off to the races because look, it's going to tap it. It follows all these lines and stuff. It respects it. And this is just everybody is buying this right now. Let's check on the order book. It was 2.8, 3, and 6, 5. Still 2.8, 3. It's pretty much the same because it's not really moving much. Yeah. Sup. Anybody got any questions? I'll try. I don't like drawing fib. I'm not good at drawing a fib because I let Poloniex draw my fibs because I'm not really too good with that. Look at the order book. 2.9. That wall is starting to get built. Remember, it was 0. And if we see this number right here start dropping, that's a good sign. That's decent. See where that, it was a wall at 280. See, that's down to 17. It was 100 and something. Sell wall at 293. So it might go up to 293 and it might dip down again. But it's gonna chop in between these two, 17. And somebody's gonna win. And then we're off to the next stage would be, see, you can just basically see where there's gonna be conflict or where the walls are, short term. 295. That's gonna be an area where it's gonna probably bounce off that and go down. But oh wow. But these walls are small considering. But see, there's somebody just put up a big wall right there. Let's see, let's watch it. 16.6, 65. No. But at any moment, somebody can come. Whoever, if that's one person, they can come snatch that wall off, and it's like letting out the floodgates, and you'll fall into the next one. And somebody's buying it. Somebody's buying a little bit, See, order book is pretty cool. Kind of let you know what's going on. But I can look at this. Also, I want to see that there's way more buying pressure. A lot of people want to buy this. No matter how cheap they are trying to buy it, this tells me that everybody wants some of this cake. And not so many people are willing to sell it at these prices. There are more people willing to buy it cheap than they are to sell it here. You see? So I think we're going to go to 0.5. I probably set me some sell orders at 5. And I got to start sticking with my, not playing. Like I chicken out a lot. Like I know the shit, and I'm usually right, but I'm just a pussy sometimes. But I probably need to sell at 5, and it's probably worth it. That's right past that. I wish I could catch this breakout live. I mean, I'm pretty good on. Do you think Chandler? I don't know who that is. I went on Poloniex and tried to up my withdrawal limit. I forgot the crypto hates on this thing. Now I have to close my account. That's hooks. Why hasn't ETH dropped more? I saw a poll. It's like 15% of people think ETC will take over, like 22% for ETH, 4% think will fall eventually. But I still think it's. I mean, they both could fail, But I don't really think Ether is gonna fail. Too much interest. But I think Chandler, that's the dude that tried to hack or something, isn't it? He was gonna hack, or no, he wasn't gonna hack. He was gonna do something with the hash rate. I don't know. I'm not really technical, so I pretty much ignored that shit. ETH buy orders going under. Let's see. Let's see what Ether is doing, or the fake ETH. Oh, it's spiking a little bit. Let's see. Is this a triangle? Yeah, because it was a well right there, triangle, and broke up. Now we can start making another triangle. See, it's all triangles and stuff. So what we need to happen for ETC, this would need to bust down. And let's see when this happened. This was at 6. They kind of went up together. Well, it went down a little bit, but it didn't really make much of an impact. Oops. So I would have liked to get this live. I really think it's gonna explode up. If it doesn't, I was fucking wrong. A well-known and respected figure. Oops. Figure in the Chinese digital currency community stated that he, assisted by other minds, would attack. Oh, that man! Yeah, I heard about that like days ago. Right, come at me, bro. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Ether or any of. I'm not really a fan. I do this to collect more Bitcoin. I'm trying to collect as much Bitcoin as I can before this shit hits 5,000. So I don't really care which one. You know, I mean, my money is on ETC because crypto, the community doesn't really mess with bailouts and trying to you know support rich people. So I think it's more likely ETC is gonna at least go to, I think ETC will at least go to where Ether or ETH is now. And that's not that far away, because I mean 5, then 0.005 is, that's like right up here, and then another step up. 5K, because every time I have a video on this on my, if you just go to my page, it's like the first video. It's called Why I Think Bitcoin Will Go to 5,000. This is 2016. Where I explain why. But 5,000, because every time not Ether, but Bitcoin made a spike, it would spike up 5 times the last high. So when it was $50, it spiked up to 250 and settled down around 50. Then after 250, it spiked up to 1,000, around 1,200. Then it came down, settled around 250, and this time it's gonna spike up to 5 times the high of 1,000, which is 5,000. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it has no reason to stop that trend. Make sure you have lower sales so you don't lose it all. I have enough. More than 4. I have more than 4 Bitcoin. That could be 10, could be 5, could be 15, could be 100. But I have more than 4. And I think for my goal was at least 5. So I've reached, well, I'm not gonna say. Okay, and how much trading? I haven't made that much money trading because I'm just not really learning how it works. 4.001. I might, but I made most of my money. Well, yeah, I made most of my Bitcoin gambling on Prime Dice and shit like that, and just pure luck and being smart and not risking more than I can be comfortable losing. She asked about my journey and she sat up on me. I said, I'm fresh about this. I don't listen to ASAP. I never heard that. Have set sell at. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, I actually started. I'll tell you how much money I started with in Bitcoin. I started with $200 worth of Bitcoin, and I might have spent maybe like one more hundred. So I never really bought a whole Bitcoin because Bitcoin was about $430 when I first got into it, and I made all of my money from. I remember I made a Bitcoin, one whole Bitcoin from point one, gambling on this BitStars. I just kept rolling it until I got the one Bitcoin and I took it out and steam it. I made a lot of Bitcoin on that. And I mean, little bits here and there trading, but I had never really found out about, I never really tried trading up until like recently. And that's just from me putting, setting up my orders, right? Like setting up buys and setting up sales and just walking away. If it breaks 3, it's going to go to 4. I don't think it'll plummet. I think people will panic and buy it up if it breaks 3. You profit from being early. I was early, and I got some real good steam. This feels like a press conference. Use paramedic and biz label style using. What's that strat, Martin? But yeah, being in the early like library, I wish I would have took that more seriously. I mean, I got a buy on library coin at 0.006. Um, but I see library doing something big too. So I put 20 BTC. No comment. Um, I wish I would have bought it 0.003. I seen it when it was that low, but I wasn't confident enough to buy that shit. I would have made a lot of money if I would have had some balls. Where do you see the future of your investments? I'm not really invested in too much heavily. I have a few lists. I just bought some lists the other day at 0.004. Um, and I have some Steam that I might, if it goes below 40, I'm gonna sell it. Um, and I have Bitcoin. I'm not really doing too much. And I'm mining, like I'm getting pieces and pieces of Bitcoin every day. Like that's just I'm just accumulating Bitcoin. For a couple of days, base bet 2.4. That should be made $45 yesterday. Yeah, you gotta have pretty good bankroll. See, I'm not too confident putting a lot of bankroll in Prime Dice because it'll help you, but eh, that's good though. $45 on Prime Dice. Are ex-wives entitled to crypto during divorce? Sure. I have you on Facebook. I did advise everyone to buy stance from those forces. Yeah, getting in is getting in early on things is really, really important. Look at library coin. I'm gonna throw some money at library coin if it like I have a buy set right here. I think it's six. I want to say 6.6. I should put it at 6.6. And it looks like my buy is gonna get filled. It might come up and touch that, but it's gonna come back now. So, oh my God, the trolls are just hilarious in here. E finally climbing. The shit moves one Satoshi, and they're like, "Oh, it's climbing." But yeah, I would. Man, I wish I could have got some. And I actually signed up to get some. And that's why I thought it was some bullshit because I tried to get some, and they didn't. They didn't give it to me. 10. Yeah, it's a lot of drama. Yeah, man. But this just looks. Let me go to a 2 hour or something like that. Hmm, nothing much there. It's not really moving, but I can really see this doing something. Maybe I'm just hoping, but I'm thinking that shit's about to take off. Maybe tomorrow it might come down and touch this again. Or this. I don't know. I make $10 easily a month. Man. So yeah, that's about it. This kind of turned to a Q&A, but that's what I was saying anyway. I was going to do that. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching this long. Make sure you like and subscribe. And peace, I guess.